This is an overlay that ties in directly with the pathofexile.com trading site for Path of Exile 2 trading on the PC platform. So this is a video for Steam players exclusively. So with that being said, up here you can see your Path of Exile Overlay 2 trade system, and what this does is it notifies you if you have incoming or outgoing trades from within the game. What this does and what it prevents is the unnecessary back and forth of screen switching. This lets you do it all from inside the game itself. So without further ado, we'll take a look at how it works. From here, you can see that you have your stash, which is numbered, and over here you have your inventory. Your inventory is character specific, but your stash carries over to all characters. So whether you've got 1 or 5, this stash system is shared amongst all of your characters, so there's no longer a need to mule items on characters or have mule characters per se. In your stash tabs, you've got them numbered, and if you didn't know, and that's a currency tab that allows you to stack your currencies up to 999, so you're not wasting precious stash space on currencies. So that makes it easy, and again, this is integrated across all of your characters, so it really makes trading and keeping up with your inventory. What you can do with your stash tabs is you can customize each one of them by right-clicking, and it brings up the menu here, and from there you can designate color, affinities. Specifically, you can make this a private or a public tab. Now, if you make this a public tab, this will make whatever you put in the tab that you're making public eligible to be traded through the trading system. Okay, so here you can see where I have my stash tab designated as the public trading, and from here you can right click on each one and designate how you want it priced. There you go. For most players, it starts and stops there. You can switch back and forth between here and the website to see whatever listings that they have available. And if you're not sure what you are wanting to list should cost, you can check the website for reference on what it's currently running comparably. With that said, from here you can continue on using that method, or you can integrate the Overwolf Overlay extension to make life a little easier. We're going to be taking a closer look at the Overwolf Overlay dashboard, and this is what you could have running behind the scenes of Path of Exile 2 while you're playing, and it gives you basically a summary of how much time you've spent in each area of the game for whatever character you're currently playing with. Over here is your tracker, and this keeps tabs of all of the transactions that you have completed through the trading system. You can also set your standards and what your hotkeys would be, and this is what eliminates you from having to switch between screens. As you can see, a hotkey here says Alt plus E, and what you're going to do is hover over the item that you're curious to see what the cost is. So if you're in your stash system and you're ready to list something publicly on the trade, but you're not sure what it's worth, you could hover over the item and press Alt plus E. And what it does is it brings up the search menu. And this quick references what the current cost for the comparable item is currently on the trade site. At a lower player level, and ideally a beginner level, this is where you're going to be shopping around for the most part as far as currency cost and what you should be budgeting for. Thankfully, these orbs are in high abundance all throughout the game, from beginner to the very end. There's certainly no shortage of any orb of augmentations or transmutation. We're going to switch back to our dashboard, and we're also going to take a look at the next hotkey button item, combination, which is Alt plus M. And what this does is it searches for the item and trade with other players effortlessly. It uses bookmarks to save favorite searches and organize them into your folder. And essentially, it's just a quick pull for any market trade items that you would like to see. To pull up the actual market so you can buy or sell items. This is a great way to prevent from having to go outside of the game to look up items that you're looking for. And you can break down the search criteria over here with the stat filters, item type, just like you're on the website. When somebody notifies you that they're ready to trade, this is what will show up in the overlay inside the game. These are quick commands that will allow you to invite them to the game, initiate the trade, confirm the trade, and complete the trade. The layout, it'll let you customize quick messages, all of which are automated within the overlay itself. So as soon as you hit the command, it'll automatically send these messages. It'll automatically invite them to the party. It'll automatically thank them and dismiss them from the party without you having to do any of that. Those commands are initiated by these hotkeys here. And lastly, the last command was Alt plus Q, which is a quick wiki reference. It'll pull up the POB database, but not the sanctioned POB DB, but it works one in the same. And quite honestly, my OG POE players will see this exactly for what it is. It's Overwolf's version of the Sidekick, but it does exactly the same things. This is just a little more integrated and a little more user-friendly, in my opinion, versus the Sidekick app. However, this is my disclaimer with all third-party overlays and Path of Exile 2, Path of Exile 1, Diablo, any ARPGs, any online game. Please hear me now. Understand, if you use or incorporate a third-party overlay in with your game, you are inherently giving over privacy and security information to someone that you've never met and have no idea who's on the other side and what their intentions might be. So, do this with full disclosure and the understanding that you run a risk, potential as it is, to have your account hacked. So from there, you have it. We've got an overall breakdown, and just a general guide look into the overlay for Path of Exile 2's trading system. For my console players, I understand that you just recently received a item filter. That's something else that I will be visiting in an earlier, in a future video. But for now, I appreciate you guys stopping by. If you have any other suggestions for content and guides you'd like to see if there's an edge that can be gained from a nice guy trying to be helpful, I'm happy to do so.